Hello friends, welcome to BookTube. Today we are going to talk about the book You Become What You Think by Shubham Kumar Singh, about a boy who lost something in life. Every day he felt like he had no purpose left. The grades in school were bad, everyone in the house was upset with him, and friends were slowly moving away from him. All he had to do was to look for him. He was walking between the shelves. Then his eyes fell on a man. The man looked very calm and happy, as if he did not care about the world. The boy answered without thinking, "Yes, just like that." The man did not understand anything in life. He smiled and said that, "Your problem is only in your thinking. You become what you think." The boy seemed a little surprised to hear what it meant. He asked. The man said, "Let me show you a book, maybe you can understand." That the man took him towards a shelf and picked up a book. The name of the book was You Become What You Think, and the author was Shubham Kumar Singh. It was written that our thoughts shape our reality. Our thinking is the basis of our experiences and outcomes. The same will happen, but if we keep our thoughts positive, life can change. Then the book was written about neuroplasticity. It was told that our brain can constantly change and evolve. Based on our thoughts and experiences, this scientific concept seemed very interesting to the boy. He thought that maybe he still has hope. The man then said that you think that nothing good can happen in life because you keep thinking negative all the time. But if you change your mind, then life will also change. Look, it is not easy, but it is possible. The boy, he asked a little hesitantly, but how to change his thinking? The man laughed and said that it is written in this book that people who change their thinking can also change their life. He gave some examples from the book where people have made a big change in their life by changing their thinking. He said to the man, "I want to read this book." The man must have smiled, but remembering will be nothing more than reading. You have to work on both your thinking and your life. Now he did not feel so depressed that whenever a negative thought came, he did not tell himself, "I can do better than this." Then he started working on his grades. Now he was not giving up as before. He was beginning to understand that anything is possible if his thinking is clear and positive, but this journey was still long. The boy still had a lot to learn, and he knew that just reading a book could not change everything. But now there was direction in his life. And that direction came because of the book and the man who met him in the library and showed him the way to change his mind. He was starting to change. He was feeling a little better now, as if his life had found a new purpose. The book, You Become What You Think, found in the library, was helping to change his thinking, although there were still many questions in his mind, especially about his subconscious mind. He did not understand how his thinking was so deep and how he could change it. One day he went to the library again, perhaps to talk to the man. The man was sitting there on a table reading a book. "I have learnt a lot, but I still don't understand some things." The man looked at him with a smile and said, "What are your questions?" The boy thought a little and said, "I read about the conscious and subconscious mind in the book, but I did not understand how both work." The man took a deep breath and said, "Okay, let's understand this in a simple way. Your conscious mind is what's working right now. When you're talking, thinking, or doing something, your conscious mind is activated. If you like our free summary, you can subscribe to our channel. Now let's go back to the summary. But your subconscious mind is what keeps running in the background. This is the part that controls your habits, beliefs, and deep-rooted emotions." The boy asked with questioning eyes, "Is the subconscious mind more important?" The man laughed. "In a way, yes. A large part of your life is from the subconscious mind. Your habits, like the way you wake up in the morning, the way you do any work, even how you think, are all part of your subconscious mind. And the biggest thing is that your beliefs that are formed from childhood or experience are also hidden in this subconscious mind." The boy listened carefully and then asked what these beliefs are and how they are formed. "Beliefs," the man explained, "are perceptions formed by your life experiences and the words of those around you. Imagine that someone was with you in your childhood. Through the days, the world around you. It is said that you are not worthy of any work. If you listen to it again and again, it will become your belief, and that belief will sit in your subconscious mind. Then whenever you start a new work, your subconscious mind will remind you of that belief that you are not worthy of this work. The boy said a little worriedly, "So can I not control my subconscious mind?" The man smiled and said, "It is difficult to control, but not impossible. In a way, it works as a filter. Whatever new experience or information you take is a filter through your past experiences and beliefs. If your beliefs are negative, you will see negativity in every situation, but if you can reprogram them, things can change." The boy said, a little confused, "But how does this reprogramming happen?" The man sat a little more comfortably and said, "Look, your subconscious mind is very powerful, but it's a little tricky to access and change it. There are some techniques for this. Like with the help of affirmation, visualization, and meditation, these techniques you can slowly fill your subconscious mind with positive belief." Then he gave another example to the boy. "Suppose you tell your subconscious mind every day that I am confident. If I am successful, then gradually your subconscious mind will accept it as true. These affirmations go to your subconscious mind and become beliefs. And then those beliefs start shaping your reality." The boy was now slowly understanding these things, and he asked again and again, "What are the techniques?" The man said that visualization is a powerful tool when you connect your thinking with a specific goal and imagine it in your mind. Then your subconscious mind starts treating that thing as a reality. Like if you imagine yourself as a successful person every day, how you are working, how people are appreciating you, then your subconscious mind starts believing it to be true, and your actions will start going in the same direction. The boy nodded slowly as if he understood. Then he asked if it would solve all my problems. The man laughed and said that problems happen in everyone's life. But when you fill your subconscious mind with positive beliefs, your attitude towards problems changes. You are no longer afraid of problems but find ways to solve them. Your belief system helps you focus on solutions. The boy was listening intently throughout. He was beginning to feel that maybe he was going in the right direction. He again asked if I should do affirmations and visualization every day. Yes, the man said that positivity is very important. If you keep filling your subconscious mind with positive thoughts and beliefs every day, then gradually your thinking and actions will start changing. At first it's a little hard, but you'll see the difference. Remember, it's a gradual process, but it works. The boy thought a little and then said, "I will try, but if I still did not change my mind," the man took a deep breath and said, "Look, the journey of change is not completed in a day, it is a continuous process. A lot of times you'll think that nothing is happening, but in fact, small things will be happening in your subconscious mind, and if you maintain patience and consistency, then one day you will see a big change." The boy now understood that the real work was going on inside him. He had to reprogram his subconscious mind, and for this, he had to work on himself. He thanked the man and came out of the library. This time there were more questions in his mind, but there was also a new confidence that he could change his life for the next few weeks. He rose, settling himself in his bed in case someone else ventured out. The boy began to work on the techniques of affirmations, visualization, and meditation. He tried to fill his subconscious mind with positive thoughts every day. Gradually, he began to feel that there were subtle changes in his thinking and actions. Now he felt himself more calm and focused towards situations. Every time a negative thought came, he tried to reprogram his unwanted mind. Although this journey was not yet over, he still had to learn more, and he knew that the man in the library was going to teach him more. The story did not end here. The boy was just about to understand his subconscious mind more deeply. A few months had passed, and the changes in the boy's life were evident. While working on the techniques of affirmations, visualization, and meditation, he had learned to reprogram his thinking and his subconscious mind to a great extent. Now he was feeling a new energy and confidence within him, but he felt that there was still something left to be done, something that would help him to change his life completely. One day, he went to the library again and found the same man sitting at the same table. He went to him and said, "What you told me about the subconscious mind has helped me a lot. Now I am able to understand my thoughts and feelings better. But still I feel that there is something else that I do not know. You've still got more to learn." The boy asked curiously. "Did the man say a little relaxed and said, 'Today I will tell you about the law of attraction'?" The boy was a little confused. He asked, "Law of attraction? What is it?" The man explained, "The law of attraction is a universal principle that says your thoughts and feelings attract the truth of your life. If you have positive thoughts and emotions, then you will get positive experiences in life. And if you are stuck in negative thoughts, then only negativity will come in your life." The boy listened intently, then asked a little skeptically, "But how thinking really changes things? Clearly the truth is not such ready-made that we can use blinkers or a hope for thoughts." The man nodded and said, "Look, to understand the law of attraction, you have to know that our thinking and emotions create vibrations. Every thought and feeling has a specific vibration when you send your thoughts and feelings to the universe, and the universe returns the experience according to that vibration. This is what we call vibrational alignment." The boy now took a little deeper interest and asked, "So it means if I want something and think about the same, then it will get me?" The man laughed and said, "Of course, but just thinking is not enough. You also have to align your emotions and vibrations with that desire." The boy became even more curious. "But how do I know if my vibration is correct or not?" The man said seriously, "That for this, you have to understand your emotions. It's the biggest sign of your feelings. If you think of a desire and you feel excitement, joy, and positivity, it means that your vibrations are aligned with that desire. But if you feel down, fear, or negativity, your vibrations are a mismatch with that desire." The boy nodded slowly. "Do I have to feel only positive emotions?" "Yes," the man replied, "but it's not that easy. Sometimes your subconscious beliefs clash with your desires and it affects your emotions, so emotional awareness is very important. You have to understand how you are feeling and then learn how to shift your emotions." The boy found these things a little difficult, but at the same time he was excited about this new knowledge. He asked again, "Does the law of attraction mean that I will get whatever I think?" The man looked at him seriously and said, "Law of attraction only helps in manifesting your desires, but for that you have to work in the right way. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions all have to work together. And most importantly, you have to have patience and faith. Sometimes you don't see results quickly, but that doesn't mean the universe isn't working." The boy was now quite intrigued and asked if there were any practical exercises I could do. The man smiled and said, "Yes, the first thing you can do is great. When you're grateful, you raise your vibrations to an automatic high. Be grateful for the things you have every morning and night. It sets your vibrations in a positive direction." The boy listened intently and found it very interesting. He asked again what he could do. The man said that visualization is also a powerful tool, as you already know, but now you should also pay attention to your emotions during visualization when you imagine yourself achieving your goals. Be mindful of how you feel. If you feel excited and joyful, you are going in the right direction. The boy nodded and said, "Okay, I understand, but if I can't always think positive," the man laughed and said, "This is absolutely normal. You can't always be positive, and that's okay. Whenever you feel negative about why she's coming, and then try to slowly shift your emotions, meditation can help. Learn to control your mind and emotions through deep breathing and mindful techniques." Maybe the boy was slowly beginning to understand all these things. He thought that maybe this was the missing piece that he was looking for. He asked the man the last question. "So, can I change my whole life with the law of attraction?" The man smiled and said, "Yes, of course. You have to keep your thoughts, emotions, and actions consistent. If you believe and act in the right way, the universe will give you what you want. But the most important thing is faith." The boy thanked the man. This time he felt a new clarity and direction. Now he knew that his thoughts and emotions would determine the direction of his life. He just had to align his vibrations in the right direction. For the next few days, the boy incorporated the gratitude practice of visualization and meditation into his daily routine. He began to pay attention to his emotions, and whenever he felt negative emotions, he would try to recognize them and gradually shift them. Now a new sense of control and positivity came into his life. As related to the trial he had had the night before, that was the title of his next book, and he had scheduled to be published. Although the journey was not yet over, the understanding of the law of attraction gave him a new direction to more secrets. A few weeks had passed since the boy learned about the law of attraction, and the man in the library was going to introduce him to more secrets. A few weeks had passed since the boy learned about the law of attraction, and some positive changes had begun to appear in his life, but still sometimes he felt negative in his thinking. Negative thoughts used to come. One day he again went to the library to meet the man who had started to change his mind. The boy went to the man and sat down and said in a slightly sad tone, "What you taught me about the law of attraction has helped me a lot, but still, I sometimes get stuck in negative thinking. I don't know how to get out of it." The man looked at him and said, "You are not alone. We all fall prey to negative thoughts at times, but that doesn't mean you are failing." Recognizing and overcoming negative thinking. There is a process, and today I will teach you about it. The boy prepared to listen carefully. He knew that this time too he would learn something new. The man said, "First of all, you have to understand that there are some limiting beliefs in every person's thinking. These are the beliefs that create obstacles in your life. Often these beliefs come from childhood or past experiences. The exercise is for participants to simply ascertain if true. Most of us live with these beliefs without knowing it, and it adversely affects our decisions and actions." The boy asked, a little confused, "But how do I know?" "It's sad," said the boy. "That's my limited faith." The man replied that the best way to recognize self-reflection and introspection is whenever you feel yourself stuck in a situation, pay attention to your thoughts. What are you thinking? Are you telling yourself that, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough"? It's the little sentences that reveal your limiting beliefs. The boy nodded. "Yes, I often say such things to myself, but how can I change these beliefs?" The man smiled and said, "This process is called cognitive restructuring. Whenever you feel negative thoughts or limiting beliefs in you, challenge them. For example, if you feel that "I cannot do this work," why not immediately ask yourself whether you have any solid evidence to support this belief, or it is just a misunderstanding of your mind. The boy got thinking. He realized that often his negative thoughts came without any real basis, he told the man. "So I have to check my negative thoughts every time?" The man shook his head and said, "Exactly. When you're negative, if you recognize self-talk, then the next step is to reframe it. It means you change your thinking in such a way that it supports your growth. For example, if you think that, "I cannot do this work," then reframe it and say, "Maybe right now I am not able to do this work, but I can learn it." The boy found this technique very helpful. He said that it is like rewriting his thinking in a way. The man supported his point perfectly. You can move your thinking in the direction where you want. But it does require practice. Every time you get stuck in negative thoughts, identify them, challenge them, and then reframe them. It's a continuous process. The boy asked again, but the self-talk is so frequent that it is sometimes difficult to recognize him. "Is there a way for this too?" The man said, "For this you can practice mindfulness. Mindful means you observe your thoughts and emotions without judging them. When you are mindful, you are able to capture your negative thoughts immediately and get a chance to reframe them. I've heard of mindful before, but I've never taken it seriously. Now I understand how important it is." The man then emphasized another important point. "And there is another thing that you should pay attention to. Your emotions. Negative thinking is often associated with negative emotions such as fear, doubt, or guilt. When you reframe your thoughts, your emotions will also gradually change, and when you live in positive emotions, your life will be optimized. Positivity will start to grow on its own." The boy was now fully engaged. He asked, "So it means I have to manage my emotions too?" The man said, "Absolutely you can. Not ignore your emotions. Whenever you feel negative emotions, instead of suppressing them, accept them. Understand why they are coming and then consciously try to replace them. For this, techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and journaling can be very helpful. The boy was slowly understanding that this process was very deep. He asked again, but with what negativity? It is possible to completely get rid of. The man laughed and said, no, it is impossible to get rid of negativity completely. We are human, and negative thoughts will keep coming in our mind at times. But the important thing is how we handle them. When you make a habit of recognizing and challenging your negativity, you reduce its power. And when the power of negativity is reduced, positivity automatically comes into your life. The boy listened carefully to the man's words and understood that negative thinking can be stopped completely. It was not possible, but it was in his hands to control and reframe it. So what should I do? The boy finally asked. The man smiled one last time and said, first of all, you have to recognize your limiting beliefs. Then, every time you feel negative thoughts, challenge them and reframe them. Pay attention to your emotions and practice mindfulness. And coming out of the library, this time he had a new tool to identify negative thinking, to challenge and reframe it. He decided that now he would not only try to identify his every negative thought, but also try to convert it into positive and constructive thought. For the next few days, the boy practiced the technique of recognizing his limiting beliefs and cognitive restructuring. Every time he felt doubt or fear about something, he asked himself if it was really true or if it was just a misconception in my mind. Gradually, his thinking began to change from negative self-talk to positive and empowering thoughts. This was another big change in the boy's life, but the journey was still a few months away. One day, she again went to the library to meet the same man who had given a new direction to her life so far. The boy was a little worried, and he directly questioned me. I have benefited a lot from what you have taught me so far, but my physical health is not right. I get tired quickly and don't always feel energetic. Is there a solution? The man listened to him carefully, and then said in a calm voice that there is a solution to this too. Our physical health is directly related to our mental health. This is called the mind-body connection. And that's what I'm going to teach you today. Boy got curious. He's never heard of this mind-body connection before. The man began to explain that there is a deep connection between our mind and body. Your body responds as you think. If your thinking is positive, then your body also feels the effect of that positivity. And if you think negative, then it also has an effect on your body. This has been proved scientifically. If the boy is a little startled, it means that the cause of my diseases can also be my thinking. Good. The man nodded his head. Not your thoughts, but yes, a big part of your thoughts. When you are constantly immersed in negative thoughts, your body releases more stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are helpful in the short term, but if they continue for a long time, they can have a bad effect on your body. Similarly, positive thinking reduces stress hormones and relaxes the body. The boy got into the idea, so it also means me, to improve my physical health. Positive thinking not only affects your mental health, but also your physical health. Many research studies have proved that people who are optimistic have a stronger immune system and are more likely to recover if they do not get sick quickly. The boy asked, what should I do so that my physical health also improves? The man smiled and said, first of all, you deepen the habit of positive thinking along with it. Stress is the biggest enemy of our body. When you are stressed, both your body and mind become weak. The boy asked, a little confused, but how to do stress management. The man explained in detail that there are many ways of stress management. First of all, you identify your stress triggers. What are the things that give you stress? Then find ways to manage those situations. Deep breathing and meditation are the best ways to reduce stress immediately whenever you are stressed. Just focus on your breath for a few minutes and take deep breaths, slowly. This calms your nervous system and reduces the level of stress hormones. The boy thought I should focus on meditation and breathing exercises. The man nodded yes. Absolutely, meditation and breathing exercises calm both your body and mind. Apart from this, great foods are also very important for your overall well-being. When you do a great doodle, your mind naturally shifts towards positive thoughts and positivity. It have a direct effect on your body. The boy then asked great things to do. The man explained, "Every day, in the morning or at night, take a few minutes to think about the things for which you are grateful. Small things, like good food, friends, family, or whatever other positive things in your life. When you do great things regularly, your mind naturally becomes optimistic, and it also affects your physical health." The boy understood this technique and thought he would make it a part of his daily routine. Another important point emphasized, and another thing which is very important for your well-being, is optimism. When you are optimistic about the future, your body feels that optimism. It reduces stress and boosts your immune system. Research has shown that people who are optimistic have better heart health, and their life expectancy is also higher. The boy listened intently and now understood how deeply his mental and physical health were connected. "So it means I have to manage my thinking and emotions completely so that my physical health can also be better?" the boy asked. "First of all, you should deepen the habit of positive thinking, as well as work on stress management. Stress is the biggest enemy of our body. When you are stressed, both your body and mind become weak." The boy asked, a little confused, "But how to manage stress?" The man explained in detail that there are many ways of stress management. First of all, you identify your stress triggers. What are the things that give you stress? Then find ways to manage those situations. Deep breathing and meditation are the best ways to reduce stress immediately. Whenever you feel stressed, just focus on your breath for a few minutes and take deep breaths slowly. This makes your nervous system calm and reduces the level of stress hormones. The boy thought I should focus on meditation and breathing exercises. The man nodded yes. Absolutely, meditation and breathing exercises calms both your body and mind, in addition to the great woods, is very important for your overall well-being. When you do a great doodle, your mind naturally shifts towards positive thoughts, and positivity has a direct effect on your body. The boy then asked to do great things. The man explained, "Every day, in the morning or at night, take a few minutes to think about the things for which you are grateful. 3. Small things like good food, friends, family, or whatever are the positive things in your life. When you do great things regularly, your mind starts to be naturally optimistic, and it also affects your physical health." The man then emphasized another important point, and another thing that is very important for your well-being is optimism. When you are optimistic about the future, your body feels that optimism. Stress is reduced, and your immune system is also strengthened. Research has shown that people who are optimistic have a better heart health and a higher life expectancy. The boy listened intently, and he now understood how deeply his mental and physical health was connected. "So it means I have to manage my thinking and emotions completely, so that my physical health can also be better?" the boy asked. The man laughed and said, "Absolutely. A large part of your physical health depends on your mental state. If you think positive and optimistic, then your body will also feel that positivity. Along with this, good nutrition, regular exercise, and proper sleep also contribute to your physical well-being. But if your thinking is negative, then all these efforts will have less effect." The boy asked again, "I have to balance all these things?" The man nodded yes, and said that the perfect mind-body connection means that you take care of your thinking, emotions, and physical actions. When these three align, and true well-being comes in your life. The man finally said, "Remember, keeping positivity and great view is like a medicine, not only for your mental health, but also for your body. Whenever you feel that you are physically weak or tired, then focus on your thinking." The boy thanked the man and walked out of the library. This time, he had understood that his whole life was based on the deep link between his thinking and his body. He had decided that from now on he would not only work on his mental state, but also focus on his physical health. Understanding the mind-body connection, he was now ready to transform his life in a complete way. The last lesson of this journey was that the real well-being and success is not just in improving yourself, but in helping others. And now finding this lesson was fully adopted in your life. Be sure to let me know in the comments. And thank you for listening to our summary.